In Witcher 3, Velen is probably one of the best zones, especially when it comes to immersion, or at least I feel very immersed whenever I go through the zone, and that's thanks to the amazing exploration, questing, and level design. And I'm saying that because through level design, you can transcend classical questing. What do I mean by that? In a normal quest, you will have everything telegraphed to you. You will find everything you need to know through the text, dialogue, and the information which tells you what to do in that quest. But if you have only level design, you will need to figure stuff out. Let me give you an example. So there is this place where you can find two wolves which are dead, full of arrows, blood everywhere, and there is this human who bled out near the tree. Everything can be figured out by inspecting the area. There is no quest telling you to go there, there is no dialogue, there is no text. The arrows, the wolves, the blood everywhere, the human near the tree. So you can easily figure out what happened, and that's amazing storytelling in my opinion. You might be thinking to yourself, why have I picked this location? Because there are countless other options to better convey the idea of level design storytelling, and I can agree with you. You can pass near a destroyed village and you can tell, oh, that village is destroyed after two armies fought each other, and that's the village you pass through right at the beginning of entering Velen. But I picked this place specifically because it's very close to the forest hut. The forest hut is not your average place which you find through the map markers or the questing or dialogue. You simply find it by exploring the world. And if you didn't know, through the signposts you can find additional information of the place you want to travel to. And this place isn't different. You can find out the start of the story of the people living in the forest hut. When you arrive at this location, you will see someone hanging from the tree, and this someone is Hans. You can find it out by reading the signpost. And his hands are tied behind the back, his face is covered, which means it was someone else who did it. Moving on from that to the right, you will see a wooden horse, which might not seem important, but through that you can find out where he is from. Because in the village of Midcops you can find a hut in which you can find the same kind of horse, but this time with a lot of tools around it. Which means the person living in this hut made the horse for him. You raise your gaze from the wooden horse towards the hut, where you see a small light coming through the window. You make your way towards the hut, you stop in the doorway, and you see a small table on which there are papers and an unlit candle. To the right you will see the light source near a bed on which you can find the mother and the child, sitting there, dead, near some flowers. Like I said, I believe it was someone else, and there are some bandit camps in the area, so I believe they did it. Or when it comes to Hans, because the mother and the child, well, the mother most likely took her life, together with her child's. The flowers you see on the bed can be found nearby, maybe it's another place which they liked to visit, but at the same time, the same flowers can be found in Kira's house, which is nearby. So it was probably Kira who gave the mother the poison, which then she could use on herself and the child. That's all I could find related to this place. Maybe you will be able to find more than I did, which is great because then I will be able to post another video. And other than that, the only thing I have left to say is subscribe to the channel so I can get to 1 billion subs. Thanks.